Hey YouTube, my name is Amber and welcome back to my vlog. So I know I said last week that this week I would be talking about sexuality and like your sexual identity and how you like people and things. But instead we're going to talk about periods. And now that we've weeded out the faint of heart and otherwise weak members of the audience, let's go ahead and begin with a weekly update. I have lost absolutely no weight. I weighed myself this morning. I am still 220, so hooray for having solid bad habits. I actually was hit with a really bad case of insomnia between uploading last week's video and 3 days ago. I was literally getting an hour and a half of sleep every night with maybe a half hour, 40-minute nap during the day. And the worst part about it was I was completely unproductive. So super bummer. And then 3 days ago I came home from work and I was meaning to do something, probably write my script for this. And then instead I crawled into bed and fell asleep for 12 hours. And then I've been consistently getting 7 hours of sleep the past 2 days. So getting back on that, been drinking plenty of water, which is great. Haven't been exercising still, but I have been picking up extra shifts at work, which I don't normally work. So that means extra body stuff because it's back room work. So lots of lifting boxes and climbing up ladders and shit. So there's been that, which has been good for me. And so the whole reason I'm even bringing up perioding and what the hell it has to do with anything I ever talk about is this right here. I went to Del Taco tonight. I meant to make dinner. Instead I went to Del Taco because I was too tired to make dinner. Also, I want something greasy and disgusting. And that comes along with period cravings. I can't speak for any other person out there who has, things that happen before their period, but for me, I get extremely combative. I will be talking to my mom, who is my favorite person on earth, and she'll say one thing and I'm like, no, you're wrong. And she's like, well, and I'm like, no, you're wrong. You need to stop picking fights with me, even though I'm the one picking the fight. Because that's just how I am. It's really bad. And I really only do it with her. So, sorry, mommy. I love you. But then it's also I don't experience bloating. I'm kind of already fat, so that's not a thing I notice really. But the cravings, the food cravings are the worst. Oh my god. I'll be doing so good throughout the day. Breakfast is good, lunch is good, I'm not snacking, I maybe have a piece of fruit, and then dinner comes along and I'm like, okay, food, good food. And then after dinner I'm like, still not full. What else can I eat? So the past 2 days have been cookies and hot Cheetos and greasy fatty foods and caramel cheesecake bites from Del Taco. Oh my god, best thing ever. So yeah, that's been happening to me. And the problem with this and how it actually relates back to when I talk about weight loss and body positivity is I know that when you are perioding, menstruating, whatever you want to call it, it's a really difficult time because your hormones are in flux. You're just trying to fight against whatever weird PMS symptoms you may be having. And if you don't have them, you still might be struggling with other things. So it's a lot of, fighting against your urge to go eat chocolate, or fighting against your urge to stay in bed, or fighting against your urge to yell at somebody and lash out. And this all comes down to me choosing to get Del Taco and getting this medium. This is a medium. A medium. This is why other countries make fun of us. Getting a medium soda and picking out a cheeseburger and fries and caramel cheesecake bites as opposed to eating what you should eat. And the whole reason I'm even bringing this up and doing this instead of what I was planning on doing is because it's okay to mess up, especially for your period. I don't want to start making excuses and saying oh yeah, well it's fine if every single month I just kind of give up and throw my hands in the air and decide, hey, I'm gonna eat everything that's in my pantry in one go. Not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you have these, PMS symptoms, it's totally fine to give in to them occasionally. And in my case, it happens a lot, but I do make up for it the next day by being really good. And then I try to cut back after I have one really bad splurge day, which is usually what results in this drink. Where I just give in and I'm like, I don't care. I literally don't care. This is just tearing me up inside and I need to just feed this urge. So I go out and I get that candy or ice cream or frozen yogurt or whatever it is that I'm craving. And then the next day I'm back on it and I kind of be like, okay, still craving bad stuff. How about I have this much? When it comes to dealing with losing weight and your period, there's not a lot you can do if these are really, really like strong, heavy urges. So if you literally can't get out of bed because you're just like, nope, don't feel like it, not into it, it's okay to just let yourself lie in bed that day and just experience the experience. Totally fine. If you have to let yourself have one really big splurge day where you're just like, I don't care, I'm gonna eat all the food, it's fine, whatever, then do it. Totally fine. Just remember that if you want to lose weight, you do have to make an effort. You do have to, get back on track at some point and not let those splurge days become like splurge weeks or weekends or whatever. So, if you, like me, experience those difficult perioding things, don't worry. You're not alone. You'll get through this. You will power through, and you can just jump right back on track tomorrow or the next day or whenever it is that your period ends and you're done, just giving into yourself. So that's all the time I have for this video. I will probably get back on the topic of sexuality next week. I am far too hyper to continue this without this video without having more run-on sentences than I've ever had before. So we're just gonna have to cut this one short. I've had a lot more movement. I can tell, like, in my camera, it's distracting me. So, yeah, we're gonna be good. So I hope you guys are having a good week. I hope you're being kind to yourselves. I hope that you get a chance to enjoy something wonderful this week, something that maybe you don't always enjoy. And I hope that if you are perioding, you have everything around you that you could possibly need, whether it's a fuzzy blanket or a bowl of chocolate ice cream or somebody to snuggle with, or just something there that you could, whatever you need. Just, I hope you get it. I hope that someone is cool enough to bring it to you if you can't get it yourself. So with that, I will see you guys in the next video, and yeah, bye.